everybody, welcome back to Crafted by Norma. Today is the next section of my little mini series, and this time we're going to be making little mini envelopes, there's my hand to give you an idea of the size, out of scraps of paper. Now these are just really just small ephemera to go into your journals as an extra piece, just to put little pockets or whatever. And they're just made out of scraps of paper. Now, if you're like me, you're going to have loads and loads of strips of paper that you're not really sure what you're going to do with. And I've got loads of bits and pieces here that is just waste, left over from other projects. So we're going to have a go at making a couple of small mini envelopes. Okay. So I've done two styles. We've got the ones with the sort of small pointy edge there, and we've got the rounded off type envelopes that's there. So they're quite easy to make, quite simple, quite straightforward. So we're just going to take a scrap of card that you've got left, and it doesn't matter what width it is or length it is. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever. We're just going to have a go at just making these little mini envelopes. So we start off with your card, and all we're going to do is just bend it over to the size that we think we're going to want our envelope, and then we're going to use our bone folder, and we're just going to run that down there just to make sure that's quite straight. So we've got the start of our envelope. Then we're going to take our scissors. Now, depending on what style that you want is the next step. So if you're going to want the curved edge, you just use one of the corner punches, I think they're called, and we're just going to slot that in there, and we're going to just trim that off so it's got the curved edge. That's it, that's how simple it is. And then we're going to bend that over, get your bone folder and pull it down. And hey presto, you've got the start of your little envelope. Now, if when you've folded it over, you've got a bit of an overlap, you can always just trim that off with your scissors, just to straighten it off. Just like so. And there's the start of your little envelope. Now, if you wanted it to have the pointed style like that, it's very, very similar. You're just going to fold it over to where you want it to be. Use your bone folder to pull down straight, and then what we're going to do, we're going to get a pencil, and we're just going to roughly decide where the centre is, and we're going to put a little dot just there, like so. So there's your little dot, and then we're going to get the scissors. Now we're not going to cut from the very, very corner there, we're just going to move it up slightly, so, and you trim it there, and then the same on the other side, where the dot is, you're just going to trim it down to there. So you've got just a small area there where your fold is going to be. And then we just fold it over. Get your bone folder and pull it across. And there's your envelope with your point. And then you've got the little tiny lip there and a little tiny lip there. So we'll just have another go at doing the same thing. So you've got your piece of card, you're going to want to bend it over, you get your bone folder, like so, and then you're going to want to trim this bit down. So you're going to want it roughly for your point to be about centre. So when you chop off there, you've got an idea where that's going to fold to. We roughly decide where the centre is, and we're going to put a little tiny dot. Just like that there. And then we're going to get the scissors, and not quite at the very, very edge there, we're just going to go up slightly, and we're going to trim towards the dot, and then the same on the other side, just like that. And then we're going to fold that over like so with the bone folder, just like that. Now with this one, I've just got a strip of coffee stained paper. Now these I think make quite nice, that's better, little mini envelopes. So it's again, you just fold over to the size that you want, cut it down there, trim it off. If you need to put the dot, you can put your dot, or if not, you can just do it by eye and then just roughly trim it down. Now if you do get it too close to here, quite an easy solution, you just trim it off like so. So you can't really make a mistake and fold it over. Use your bone folder like that. And then all we're going to do then is just run some glue. Here's my glue. And we're just going to run a little tiny bit of glue just along the edges, like so, and fold it over. Okay, and do that again. We're just going to run a little tiny bit of glue along the edge, fold it over, and you've got another little envelope. And as I say, it's just a way of utilising some of your waste, because I don't know if you're anything like me, I have loads of bits and pieces of card that's left over, and it's a shame just to waste them. So with this, you're just making these little mini envelopes, which you can then add extra things to them if you want. You could put perhaps a button on, perhaps one of the pearls or diamantes, even a cut out flower would be quite nice, depending on the theme of your journal that you're doing. Okay, so once we've got those done, all we're going to do then is just utilise some distress inks, and we're going to go just round the edges, just to like so, just to take away the white card edges. Of course, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you how you decide to do your little envelopes. Okay, but I quite just like them just with a bit of distress around the edges, like so. And again, I use these makeup eggs. It's a sort of like latex foam. They are washable, which is quite good, and I try to have ones for each colour, but 9 out of 10 I forget. So they're just a mixture of colours. Luckily I just keep to the same sort of colours all the time anyway. So, and then with this little tiny one with the paper, I think these are really cute, and they're just a nice addition to stick in some tuck spot somewhere in your journal. And then you can add any embellishment to these that you want. So on these ones that I've made here, I've just gone and used some mini stamps that I had. As you can see, they've not all come out perfect, but it's just another way. Or you could perhaps put a button on, you could perhaps put some writing on, or you could stamp some writing. It's entirely up to you. So there's my quick little demo on making some little envelopes for your mini ephemera. Now I do sell packs of Lucky Bag ephemera on my Etsy shop, so you get a minimum of between 15 and 20 bits of ephemera to go into your journals if you're not wanting to make things yourself. Or they're quite nice as a gift for somebody who also crafts. So that is my selection of little mini envelopes. Thank you so much for watching. Hope it gives you some ideas to use some of your strips of paper. And you can find me either on Instagram, Facebook, or my Etsy shop as Crafted by Norma. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and watch the next little mini ephemera that I come up with. Thanks so much for watching. Speak to you soon. Be safe. Bye.